Greetings, it's your girl Chris Ball again. My tone is a little different tonight because I literally just woke up about an hour ago. Was in the mood for some snacks, honestly. Wanted some chocolate, and then my body has been feeling kind of tense, kind of tight. So I really wanted to sit back and stretch and meditate just a little bit. I have Remo tonight, so he kind of messed up my regular me time moment, but you know, he sleeps, so I'm making it work. And as I was like meditating and like talking and just in my space, I don't know, something was like, go ahead and make a video. And I'm like, girl, what you gonna talk about? You don't got nothing to talk about today. So I was kind of hesitant about it. And I'm like, I don't know, even now, I'm still kind of like, what is this? What do you want to say? And one side of my mind keeps telling me to speak on what I wrote the other night when I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning. The divine message that was placed on my heart. Like, I don't like to call them messages. I don't like to call them words because I don't like the connotation that puts out there. Like I'm getting something special that nobody else can get. Because I'm a firm believer that, you know, we all can reach and we all should reach a level of enlightenment where we can get clear communication from our creator. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really personally an advocate on people. This is the only word I know to use for it, but I'm not really an advocate for people preaching because 9 times out of 10, the messages that you're receiving, they're for you, you know? They're for your growth, they're for, you know what I'm saying, your, like, what you believe, they're for you. But I do feel that if they are, if the messages that we receive are like portrayed to an audience in a way that's not necessarily trying to tell people what to do and how to do it, it's just maybe like example based or experience based, or I feel like sometimes a lot of times it can be, you know, motivating, it can be inspirational, you know what I'm saying? It's just like an example, you know what I'm saying? Like, the things that I say, I don't ever want anybody to take them in too deep for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't take my word for it. You know, I feel like with everything, there are different practices and different paths to reach, you know, the level of enlightenment that we all should be trying to attain. And with those paths and with the different levels of enlightenment, messages are going to be different, and the work that needs to be put in to get to those levels are going to be different. You know what I'm saying? Like, no two journeys are ever going to be the same. But I do feel like me expressing and just, for some reason, I don't know why, but me expressing and me sharing, I feel like is a part of my journey. I've never really been a writer. I've never really been a person of many words, as I said in my earlier video that I posted earlier today, or my last video, because I don't know when I'm going to post this. But I, for some reason, am being pulled towards the words, and it's like another thing that's blowing my mind. it started with me just writing and like writing these, like, I was calling it poetry, but it, sometimes it would come across as poetry, but most of the times it wouldn't. It would come across as me just like talking, and I'd be like, what? So I would just write them, write them under my Instagram posts for a while. They was just coming, and I was just, when I would come, I would write them, in my Keep Notes app, because that's my jam. Like, Keep Notes is my jam, and what I like about it is that you can like, so like I have like 4 or 5 different email addresses. 3 of them I actually only use, but in Keep Notes I can click each email, and it'll put, whatever notes I create under that email, so it kind of keeps me, in line. We were all created with royal blood. Because God made us, you know what I'm saying? We're his children. I don't like to reference this, but I'm about to go ahead and go with it. So sometimes people ask me if I believe in Jesus. Yes, I believe in Jesus, but not in the way that you might think. I think Jesus was just like all of us. Like Jesus, yes, he's the Son of God. Yes, we are the children of God. Yes, he had a spirit. Yes, we have a spirit. So I believe that, Jesus was the first example of what it looks like to be an enlightened being. I feel like he was like the prototype, of what enlightenment should and does look like, I'm not going to get too much into that, but that is my thought right there on Jesus. So back to what I was saying, I feel like we all, with that being said, I feel like we all have a birthright to reach a level of elevation, to reach a level of connection, to reach a level of understanding with our Creator. I feel like that is just our right. Like, that's just what we were, we were born this way. We can't help it. But I feel like the world that we live in, and the darkness that is here, has really blinded and pulled a wool over and just misguided, everybody and everything. Like, when I see the world, I just see a mess. Like, my heart literally breaks sometimes when I interact or I hear certain things, because all I can think of is just, we're just broken. We're broken. The things that are going on today, I think they're happening for a particular purpose. I believe that saying that is kind of like, because, people are dying, it's a lot of heartache, it's a lot of pain right now. But that's what happens in war, we have to get through this in order to see the light. We have to get through this in order to move forward. We have to get through this, and we had to go through this. The lies and just all the things that are happening behind the scenes, and just everything that's going on that we are unaware of, like, it's just gotta come out. It's gotta come to the light. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe God allows things to happen, things that some may perceive as bad, as why would he do this? Why are we going through this? But in order to teach a lesson, in order to direct, sometimes you have to be drastic. You know what I'm saying? Like, in order for some people, for the majority, I would say, honestly, in order for the majority to open their eyes and be like, whoa, like, this is what's going on. Like, okay, so, You know, like in order for people to see and understand, I think drastic measures have to be taken at times. You know, because there's some people who know and are aware and choose not to embark. They're on the other end of the spectrum. You know what I'm saying? Like I do believe that certain people and certain entities on this planet Earth that are human, you know, choose to operate out of darkness. They choose to operate out of greed. They choose to operate, you know, out of selfishness. You know what I'm saying? They choose to take. And that's in all races. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, you know, that's a choice. You choose that, you know, because once you are aware and once you know, you have the choice. You can manipulate and take advantage of people and just, you know, keep them in the dark because you know, but you don't want nobody else to know. Or you can be on the other side to where, you know, you just don't, you're not a taker, you're a giver. You know what I'm saying? I hope that reference came across fluidly. But yeah, so I believe it's simple. Really, I still believe it's simple because I feel like, you know, it's crazy that we had to get to this point in life. Like we had to get to the point to where drastic measures had to be taken. People had to be losing their lives. And, you know, now on the flip side, shit's gonna have to hit the fan for people to see the lie that we're living in. You know what I'm saying? To see that we are worth more than even we know. Like, we make the world go round. We do. You know what I'm saying? You and me and your friends and your family and your cousins and your aunties, you know what I'm saying? We make the world go around. And for the majority of time, for the majority of my existence, I know that we have been led and we have been guided and we have been pushed in certain directions with certain actions out of our control. And we just blindly follow along with what's being laid out. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's, I feel like I was getting off topic. I was headed to politics, and that's not where I'm trying to go right now. But my point and the reason and, you know, the point of it all is just to talk about how enlightenment can be reached. How we all deserve enlightenment, like it's our birthright. We all deserve to be awake. We all deserve to see, you know? You know, they say, you know, it happens for different people at different times. You know, you embark on your journey when you're ready. And that is true. You do. You know, there are cases when, you know, you are, you know, forced into waking your ass up because what has happened, what has transpired in your life is like, what the fuck? So, you know, you kind of get pushed there. But I do believe there's an easier way. I do believe you can just consciously choose to open your heart and seek the truth for yourself. Like, seek a truth, like, you know, open your heart, seek the truth, not the truth that's being told to you, but the truth that you find. You know, when you seek, they always say you're gonna find, you know what I'm saying? And you're gonna find what resonates with you, you know what I'm saying? Because it's individual. This whole journey, this whole thing, it's individual. No two people are gonna have the same relationship. No two people are gonna have the same understandings or outlooks, you know what I'm saying? There may be similarities, but at the core, you know, at the core there may be similarities, but it's going to be a lot of gray area and a lot of things are going to be different. But the main point and the main purpose is to choose consciously choose to seek the truth, constantly choose to stay in your own lane and seek, you know, what the truth is and what resonates with you. When you do that, you're going to create a space of understanding. You're going to create a space of faith. You're going to create a space of inner knowing. Like, because when you find that truth and when it resonates with you and it resonates with your heart, it's just gonna be, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna feel like, oh my gosh, like I was lost, but now I get it. Like I found myself. Like I have found, you know, what all this means. I have found the point. I have found the purpose. Whatever that is for you, you have found your purpose. It's gonna help you find your purpose. It's gonna help you find out who you are. You know what I'm saying? Everything that you were missing is going to come out of you finding and acknowledging the truth and opening your heart to it. You know what I'm saying? The truth, in my opinion, being that God is everything and God is everywhere. Being that there's no separation. Like there's no separation. There's just one, only one God. Like it's God. Everything is God. I don't care who and what exterior, like, how can I say, what face you want to put on it, it's still God. And if that's who you worship, that's fine. But at the end of the day, it's just one God. And you have to learn to surrender yourself to your maker. You have to, using the word surrender sounds all like, ooh, but like, it's more of like acknowledging and giving thanks because you know that you didn't get here by yourself. I feel like this video is all over the place. I don't like that. We're gonna see what the editing looks like and see how it comes together. But like, I've deleted snippets because I'm like, girl, you're talking about many different things here. Like, what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? What are you trying to get across? Or are you just talking? Because I don't want to be just talking. That's not what I'm about. I want what I say to be purposeful, and I want what I say to be helpful, you know? Like I was saying earlier, like my whole point for sharing is not to put anybody down or, you know, try to like pull anybody in to follow what I'm doing. I'm just living as an example. I'm just trying to be an example of what you can create for yourself by surrendering and by releasing control and by allowing yourself to just flow and just be as you are. You know what I'm saying? That's all, point blank, period. Yeah. And by the way, if y'all were wondering about this sweater, I got it from Tam the Vibe on YouTube, on Instagram. It's Positive Vibes, and I believe this is the crown because it's purple crown and green, the crown and heart chakra, crown to heart chakra sweatshirt. And you know, I love green, and heart chakra is my jam, so I could not resist getting this sweater. I actually have a red cap too that's the same brand, but you know, it's pretty cool. It's definitely different, like, you know, to put the chakras in the form of a sweatshirt. Now that's creative. Now, yeah, who would have thought? Because you'd be like, how the hell are you gonna do that? She did it. Because if you see, it's like got colors in between. Because it's crown, and then you have your third eye, and then you have your throat, and then you have your what do you call it, the heart. Like, this shit is actually really good. Like, kudos to you, because this was a really good idea. I might need to see. Interesting. Okay, anyways, I mean, I knew that, but I didn't know that. Like, when I bought it online, I wanted the green one because green's my favorite color. And then when I looked at it and it said crown to heart, I was like, oh, okay, yeah. But in this moment, as I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, and it has like each one behind it. Like, it would be cool to have a white one with all of it. I don't know how that would layer. But anyways, this is a really cool idea. But yeah, she's on Instagram. She's actually a artist. She makes music. She has a new album coming out on the 29th. I don't know if I'm gonna post this by then, but yeah. So I think that's it. I don't think I have anything else to say this evening. Remo over there eat my chocolate, and go back to bed. And y'all have a good day, good night, good evening. Whenever you come across this, don't forget to like, subscribe, please comment. I haven't started checking my YouTube comments yet, though. I haven't. I just be posting and keeping it moving. I noticed that I'm gaining subscribers, though. Like I have like 12. Like I think I had 12 the last time I looked. It's like, okay, 0 to 12. Look at me, growing. And let's not talk about these Instagram growth. My Instagram growth, I've gone from 400 and something followers to 700 followers in I think like 3 months. That's a lot to me. That's a lot. I think it might have been a little bit more than 3 months, but consistently, I would say for 3 months, I've been consistently growing my followers. Like I was literally at 465, and now I'm at 7 something, and I'm like, and I don't really number. So for my business, the number doesn't really bother me. My personal page does bother me because I am trying to be an influencer, community influencer. That should say a positive example of what a community influencer should be. I mean, I ain't trying to say I'm a prototype or nothing, but I'm just trying to give a little something different. I mean, I don't really have too many influencers that I follow or anything like that. Yeah, no, but oh, there was one that I followed, but I never like. Yeah, I would say I followed them in the beginning, and then after a while I stopped because people change once they get certain. People tend to change for some reason, or for me, it was just I didn't really resonate with what they were doing anymore. At first I was, and then as time went on, I continued to, and I was just like kind of keeping up, just to kind of keep up because I've been watching them for so long. And then after a while, I just got to a place to where I was like, yeah, no, this isn't giving me anything. This isn't feeding me anymore. Like I'm not gaining what I used to gain from this, and so I had to like disengage. But yeah. All right, y'all. Have a good night, good morning, good afternoon, whenever you come across this. Bye. Oh, Chris Ball, KRYSBALL on Instagram. Please follow me and support. I'm about to start selling some candles. They're going to be homemade candles made from recycled materials. I'm selling them to raise money for my chakra shade because while I am seeking investors, I do want to have, something of my own to put in there. I don't want to rely completely on what an investor has to offer. Yeah, I made some candles. They're actually really nice and they actually smell really good. Maybe down the line, I will add a candle line to my chakra shade because I feel like it goes hand in hand. Massage butter candles, but right now I'm just selling them for just to raise money. So stay tuned. Check out my Instagram, like I said, Chris Ball, KRYSBALL, to learn more. All right, y'all. Bye. Have a good day.